Welcome back to What's Cooking. I'm your host, Patricia Kutsia, and today in the kitchen with me, we have somebody that is not shy of the camera at all. Somebody who is no stranger to your cell phone screens, here to show us and tell us a little bit more about the life of being an influencer. But I do not want to give away too much because I want her to introduce herself the way she wants to be introduced. But before we head over to see what magic's gonna happen in the kitchen with our special guest, we would just like to say thank you to Coca-Cola, Metro Namibia, and Kitchen 82 for sponsoring this episode.
We are so excited to be kickstarting your morning with the entertainment. Everything was happening during this past weekend.
Yes.
Exciting news.
Wow, no, she was killing it already.
In my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with him serving the full term.
As well as keeping you informed on the issues that you need to know happening in and around our country.
And we're back, and as I promised, we have someone in the kitchen that is no stranger to the do's and don'ts of social media. But let me not give too much away. As I said, I'd like her to introduce herself the way she wants to be introduced. So welcome to the kitchen, today's guest.
Hello, kitchen. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Puku, aka Miss P. I am a digital content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an influencer. I'm just a media girl, you know?
We love the energy. This is the type of personality and energy we want at What's Cooking. So I just know for a fact that we're going to have so much fun in the kitchen. But before we dive too much in, Puku, why don't you tell us what we're going to be making today in the kitchen?
Okay, Patricia. Thank you once again for inviting me in your kitchen. Today I wanted to do something light, something on the go, something that's quick to make, but it's always like really juicy and hearty. We're doing some hearty chicken. We're gonna put it in strips. We're gonna make it into a nice sauce. So it's gonna be like a chicken stew kind of vibe, but with some rice, you know, something.
You can never go wrong with a chicken stew.
Can never go wrong with chicken.
No. And who doesn't like a good chicken stew, if we're
Right.
honest? But I don't want to just dive into this. You know, I'm not someone that's too much on social media. I think I spent like an average amount of time on social media. If you would ask me how do I promote myself, I wouldn't know how to answer that. Can you just tell us more as to how you got into being this digital content creator that you are today?
Because I never planned to be a digital content creator in the corporate world or working with a lot of brands. It actually started off as a hobby. I started doing YouTube when I was like 15, 16.
Wow.
I used to watch YouTube videos all the time, but you know the YouTube market here was like zero. So
Yeah,
nobody was doing
non-existent.
YouTube, non-existent. So I used to watch like, you know, international, the pranks, the videos, the tutorials, the beauty, fashion. And I was like, I might actually be a beauty and fashion girly, and I might actually like doing this. So I started doing, you know, the YouTube videos here and there. Then I got into TV presenting. I got comfortable in front of the camera. I just became so fascinated about the beauty that you're able to put in memories and like preserving memories. And I can do this and it can relate to somebody else, and I can express my craft in this way. And then it just grew as a passion whereby brands started seeing, oh, okay, the audience was growing, the demographic was reaching wider heights, and then they're just like, actually, we might need her for our business. So that's basically how it all bloomed.
Wow,
and
that's
this
actually
influencer thing happened.
very interesting story. I could never see myself in this space. It seems like a lot of work if I'm honest.
It's a lot of work. People think content creators don't do anything. I don't know what the misconception is, but guys, it takes a lot of work. Hey, content. And you know how strict brands are when it comes to representing them, and so you need to be on point. You don't have days off. Whenever you see an opportunity to start creating content, you do it. It's a job. It's actually a job.
So what you're saying is your brain is constantly on the where is a content creation opportunity?
How can I fit this into my day? Where am I gonna go? What brands do I have lined up? What content do I need to create? How can I integrate this into my everyday life? It's like a whole thing.
Well, luckily we have shows like What's Cooking to get your mind off that for a while. So, as our viewers already know, I'm just your assistant chef. This is your dish, honey. You make it, you tell me what you need from me. So, we have some onions and green pepper and garlic. I'm assuming we gotta get chopping.
Yes, we do.
So, how would you like your onions? In rings, in
yes.
smaller pieces?
Let's actually do cubes. Like the
Okay,
tiny
let's
cubes.
go with cubes.
Because I'm gonna cube this up as well. Wow, these knives are sharp. Shout
They
out to
are.
Kitchen 82.
Definitely, we could never go wrong in the kitchen with a sharp knife. I think like if your utensils are with you, like they're sharp, they're clean, they're shiny,
Yeah.
you just have so much more fun in the kitchen because you don't fight with your vegetables. They're fighting with this carrot or this onion because the knife is not
The
working.
knife is not knifing.
So Bukova, how long exactly have you, if you had to put a number on it, have you been in this industry?
I've been in the digital space since I was like, I've been on TV since I was 16. So but like when it comes to social media, I think I really got my mojo and my niche at like 19, 20.
And I think that's a
19,
reasonable
20.
age to step into the space.
Yeah.
Because you already know who you are as a person at that point. So
Exactly.
it's because it can get sometimes very easy for you to lose yourself
Exactly.
on the social media platforms.
That is
Has that
so
ever been
true.
something that you had to face at some point?
I actually relate to that so much because I've had so many encounters with people that had a completely different experience than I have. Because the thing with social media is you need to already know who you are as an individual. You need to know, you need to be confident in what you
Yeah.
produce, the content that you produce, and who you are as a person. Because guys, social media is online and offline. Social media is all about authenticity and who you are behind the cameras, and that's what captures people. So it's so easy to go on there and then you see this person doing that, you see that person doing that. You're like, why am I not growing as fast? Or why am I not? But that's the thing, you need to be authentic and relatable,
Yeah.
and that's how it's easy to lose yourself if you don't actually know like what is your what do you what
do you
makes
bring to the
stand out
table? Yeah.
basically. What do you bring to the table?
Okay.
Yeah.
So besides from that, are there any specific challenges that you had to face? Because I have seen, like from my point of view, this is not a fact, but I have seen from my point of view that when it comes to influencers, Namibia is picking up the pace. Like we have a lot of
Yes.
Namibian influencers. They're not just doing things locally, but also internationally.
Yes, 100%.
And of course, as the influencer yourself, you must be proud that this industry is picking up so
It's
much.
growing.
But since this is picking up, have you faced any unique challenges with your brand specifically or collaboration wise?
I feel like to a certain extent a challenge would be finding the balance between staying authentic to like the content you usually make and being like completely immersed in another brand and what you have to do for them. I feel like especially now that the brands are picking up influencers to work with, you're now on a contract basis.
Yeah.
Like you're on a monthly basis, meaning you need to produce this. So obviously every single brand always has their expectancy of you. Like this is what the vibe is. This is a
Yeah.
little bit upper class, so you need to keep posting upper class content. Or no, this is more of young people, fun,
Casual
you're going
vibes,
out,
yeah.
you're having, so it's like you need to balance now a company identity as well as your own. And I feel like that was a bit of a challenge for me because I had to like find the balance where at some point I was like, oh, hold on, I would have normally done this way, but I'm now so used to
Yeah.
doing it this way and looking out for all these things that when you come back to reality you're like, oh, actually
Could have done it my way. So I understand that you recently graduated with your honors degree in media
period.
studies. Well, you just said that it can be very time consuming being a content creator. How are you able to find that balance between being a content creator and being a full-time student?
I got that question a lot when I was studying, and my answer was always, what do they say about jobs? If you do something you love, you'll never work a day
In your life, yes.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like it's a passion. It's a hobby. I love creating. I love being able to inspire someone or being able to
Yeah.
make people look at things a little bit differently or adding my own flair to things.
Exactly.
And I feel like I did it for fun, like, and it didn't feel like a job for me. Like it didn't feel like a chore because every chance I got, I was like, oh, I just finished with my classes.
Let me go make
Let's
some
go here.
content.
Let's go make some content. Or I'm going to this place for the weekend. Let's go get some content. And that's also where some of these brand deals start coming by because then NWR sees you. Okay, she's already doing this user-generated content. Actually, let's put you on a contract. You're going to travel to all the NWR lodges in Namibia and you can create content for us.
That
so it's
sounds super
basically
cool.
part of your lifestyle. It becomes part of your
I
lifestyle.
think if my career as a journalist / host does not work out, maybe I should be an influencer so I can travel these lodges. But we will be right back after this. I just need to discuss some, behind the scenes content with Puku real quick. We'll be right back.
I'll do. Can you maybe help me out? I'm writing an article and I need some help. Do you know how to spell exaggerate?
Yes, I can help with that. Exaggerate. Exaggerate. And you would have known this if you watch Straight Talk. Straight Talk is the smart youth show where the mettle of primary school learners are tested in grueling spelling bees and the arguments of high school learners will be challenged and dismantled in rigorous debate. This year we start off with an Afrikaans spelling bee season.
Fariseïsme, 'n hipokritiese houding, veral in morele kontekste.
F-A-R-I-S-E, I met 'n deelteken, S-M-E.
And later this year, we will assess the English spelling prowess of the learners. Next season, we will bring the burning political questions to schools all over the country for debate to show Namibia what the youth has to say. Never miss an episode every Tuesday at 5 p.m. on NTV.
Thanks, Aldu. I really appreciate it, but I need some more help, please. Can you help me spell another word?
Hi Zoe, just watch Straight Talk every Tuesday at 5 on DSTV 285 and GoTV 25.
And we're back, and as you can see, me and Puku got really busy chopping up our chicken, chopping up everything else, getting our spices ready. And Puku mentioned that this is her favorite part, which is the spicing and the frying. So we're getting one step closer to my favorite part,
What's your favorite part?
which is eating the food.
Yes,
Like we actually get
we
to
love
eat
that. We love to eat
the food. Yes. So I'm gonna put this on and let you put your oil and everything you need in the pan.
Ooh, that's hot. That's quick.
It
That
does
went on
happen
really
really
quick.
fast. So I'm gonna put it on 3. I think 3 is a reasonable amount.
Yes.
So Puku,
Drizzle,
we've
drizzle.
spoken about what you more or less do as a content creator, but I need to know your definition. If someone walks up to you and they're like, can you describe to me what a content creator is? How would you describe this in the most professional way you can? Like put this on your CV type of way.
Yeah. A content creator is somebody that creates content in the most short form possible. It's a type of marketing, I guess you could say, advertising. Depends on what kind of content you create and the purpose. It could be personal. It could be, you could be what you can make your page personal. You can make your page digital content creator. You can make your page advertising, marketing.
Okay.
It's like they're different content creators for different purposes. Just like bloggers, those
Yeah.
are also content creators because you do your blog, you post your pictures for the blog. YouTube is a different type of content creation because that's video form, long form. Instagram is a different type of content creation, short form, picture form. It's really a broad spectrum, really.
Okay, so really there's a lot you can do with it.
There's a
And I feel
lot.
like you chose your career path. Like we said, you got your honors in media studies, if I'm not mistaken, where you did your major in public relations.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes hand in hand a little bit if you look at it in that perspective with digital content creation, any type of content creation. Because to be the best public relations officer you can possibly be, or anything in that direction, you need to understand the media, you need to understand how social media works. So everything did work out for the best, they see.
For the best.
Like, and I do know that everyone out there has a backup plan or had a backup plan. If the content creating didn't work out and you quite didn't like the journalism field or the PR field, what was going to be Puku's backup plan?
Not really my backup plan, but I want to actually do law as my next degree.
Okay.
I feel like I really want to get an LLB, you know, explore that industry, because also we are young people and we need to see like what is our industry opening us up into, like the oil trade, the mining trade, like those are all professions that are going to be in demand in how many more years, and why wouldn't you just want to, you know, get it out of the way?
Do you need me to put in the onions?
Yes, let's do the onions first,
and the
actually.
garlic together.
Yeah.
Okay, just scrape that. It's actually
So
a
I
very
feel
smart
like-
way to look at it.
Yeah, because in a couple years, guys, the demand will be high, and we need to see like what direction is our country going in, and how can we be like fruitful members of society that are actually going to be able to thrive in that industry. So law is definitely going to be my next qualification. That was actually what I first wanted to do.
Initially
wanted to do, but then I was like, actually, let me do my passion, and my passion at the time was media. So I was like, school will always be there, you know. It's not like I can only get one degree in life.
Wow, so one of these days is going to be Puku, the lawyer content creator.
Who knows, I might even dabble into the office of the ombudsman, you know.
You never know.
You can specialize in so many things with
That's
media.
the beauty of media, right?
That's literally what I always say, like media is so interrelated to everything, to all the industries, from corporate communication to broadcasting to being a CEO, even
Events
having
management,
media,
anything.
Exactly, it's like so intertwined with so many industries, and I think that's also the beauty of it.
Yeah. So Puku, if we all know that, like I said, the influencer space, the industry, it's growing quite rapidly in Namibia, and I'm sure that there is a young girl or a young boy just eager to take up that space, but they're not quite sure how to go about it or where to start. What advice can you give them just to make the initial step into it just a little easier and smoother for them?
I think one of the major things when I was in the same position, like trying to figure it out, is you don't have to be perfect at everything starting off. You don't need the best equipment, you don't need the latest iPhone, you don't need the best camera. Like, start with what you have, start with what you love, pour into that and watch it blossom.
That is beautiful advice, honestly. But you've been in this industry for quite a while, you know. You have a few years experience in it. Like, you're pretty well known to a lot of people. I'm sure when you walk in the street sometimes or in the mall, someone is like, "Hi, Puku," and you're like, you've no idea who it is.
Yeah.
You're just gonna assume they know you from your influencer content that you post out there, right?
Yeah, and it's so beautiful, guys. Like, you'd be surprised. I could go to Home Affairs, and then the person that's giving out the passports and all those, they'll be like, "I watched your video," and then I'm like, "What?" And I always get like so shy, but then I forget, like, when you see 40,000 views, it's like just a number, but those are actually people, like,
that watched it
one by one, that watched it and engaged in your content and actually like it. And then I'm just like, wow, like, when content touches people and they can relate to you and they have so many positive things to say, and they're like, "Oh no, my daughter's such a big fan, she wants to go in the same path, what did you do for this, what did you do for that?" And you being able to help with some of that knowledge is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Okay. You mentioned that with this content creation, you work closely with a lot of brands. And I don't want to put you on the spot, and you don't have to name a brand. You don't. But was there ever an event or a brand activation or something that was such a highlight to you, where you just realized, like, okay, yes, I'm heading in the right direction right now?
I think not so much as working with a brand, but I do, granted, work with so many amazing brands that I'm so grateful for. But the Simply You Awards were a highlight for me, just because of the overall recognition of creatives and these people coming together to like appreciate your work.
Yeah.
And they actually like realize you, they see you. And I'm not like an awards person, like I don't really care too much about those things, but just the fact that people are starting to care and they see the hard work that goes behind being a creative, they see the work that goes behind content, just that vote of gratitude and that vote of, hey, actually people appreciate your work.
Yeah, they
you know?
see the hard work.
They see you.
They don't have that mindset of content creators, just sit at home and like post TikToks all day.
Post TikToks all day. I'm gonna squeeze some lemon in this chicken.
You never go wrong with a little bit of lemon.
A little bit of zesty lemon, and then we're gonna pop it in because all of our
Oh, cool, cool. Let's get that in there.
yes. It smells amazing.
It does, when the spices just come together, absolutely delicious. Well, that's all that we have to do, right? We just need to fry it a little till it's all the way through. And we have rice on the pot, so don't go anywhere. When me and Puku come back, this chicken will be ready to be dished up, and we will give our honest opinion, I promise. With a journalist and a content creator. And soon to be lawyer.
Where can you go wrong?
It's bound to be a killer dish. So we'll be right back.
Get ready for an exhilarating journey into the heart of Namibian schools with Generation C. Our show is all about celebrating Gen C, where every learner's voice is heard loud and clear. Picture this. Each school taking part in the My Zone School project gets their very own dynamic 26-minute spotlight show packed with passion, talent, and undeniable spirit of the Namibian youth. But wait, there's more. You can catch all the actions and inspiration on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25 every Thursday at 5 p.m. We are also on social media platforms at 2 p.m. So set your reminders and gather your friends and family for an unforgettable viewing experience. Dive into My Zone socials for an exclusive behind-the-scenes content, interviews, and more starting at 2 p.m. It's your chance to connect with the incredible individuals shaping the future of Namibia's education landscape. Don't miss out on the energy, the passion, and the unstoppable spirit of Generation C. Tune in, join the conversation, and be part of something truly special.
And we are at my favorite part of the episode where we actually get to taste the food that me and Puku slaved in the kitchen for. And Puku, must I say, this chicken, it's giving Korean. You know, it's giving
zesty,
Yeah.
it's giving dairy. It's also giving me curry vibes.
It is. It's like Korean meets Indian, you know. I don't know if it's that's what it tastes like, but it's definitely what it's giving, just a little bit. Now, Puku, before we dive into the dish, can you just tell our viewers what we were up to during the break to get this chicken to where it is?
We were saucing it up, we were spicing it up, we were twisting and turning spices, flavors, recipes. Y'all know, you know?
We got a lot of stuff. Puku
Got a lot
was
of
here.
flavor in there, guys. I made sure.
She threw a lot of spices in there. I couldn't keep count, so I have no doubt that there's flavor in this.
Yes.
I can smell it, I can see it, so hopefully I can taste it. We decided to be a little extra today and have like slices of lemon on the side.
You
I have no
know,
idea if we're
it's
going to eat the
giving
lemons,
zesty.
but it just makes it look cute. You know, because my dad always says that you eat with your eyes first. And if something
100%.
doesn't look appealing, it's definitely not gonna taste
Yeah.
appealing. So I'm excited to dive into this. Shall we reveal the rice?
let's
Because
do
we
our
decided to
big
put the rice in like this cute little bowl,
rice
so hopefully it
reveal.
doesn't fall apart. We're not professionals, guys. So
Okay. Oh, okay.
it's
She
not that bad.
almost made it. Not bad
Mine
at all.
kind of made it. Okay, the rice is a big success. Now it's time for the actual, test of labor.
Taste test.
Let's taste. I'm gonna give Puku the honors of dishing for herself. But let's, well, this is where the rice falls apart now, but it's fine. It's all good. It can fall apart. There we go. I'll make it pretty well, Puku.
Yeah, you gotta
not the
really
world's
get the
best
oopsie.
disher.
You really need to get the sauce on that rice too.
It's true, I didn't get any sauce. But I'll wait for you to finish there. So Puku, while we're dishing up, I want to know, is Puku an only child, or did you grow up with a lot of siblings, a busy house?
I have 3 siblings.
Okay.
I have 2 older sisters and 1 little brother. Always a hectic, loud house.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Before we dive in, I think you've noticed that there's something very special next or in front of your plate.
I see something bright, kind
Nice
of red.
And
it
if
red?
if you feel it, it's kind of
Ooh.
nice and cold.
Okay, ice cold.
No, a little zesty chicken and an
Okay.
ice cold Coca-Cola. You can never go wrong, right? I think we can cheers to a nice lemon zesty chicken. Now, Puku, before we go off screen to finish the rest of this chicken, because I'm not about to eat everything on the screen. You know? Is there anything we can look forward to seeing Miss P doing in the future when it comes to your image, your brand, or any new projects coming up that you're willing to share with the rest of us?
Not willing to share just yet,
Ooh.
but exciting things are coming.
So we can definitely expect something new, something out of this world.
Stay tuned. Stay
on
tuned
Miss
on the
P.
pages, guys. Follow my YouTube, Puku HR, Instagram, Miss P. You guys will see soon enough. I can't say too much. I can't give it away just
Yeah,
yet.
don't leave us hanging
You
there, you
know?
know. Maybe we'll invite you back on What's Cooking so you can tell us what's going on. But
100%.
definitely I will be keeping an eye on those pages, you know. And I'm sure our viewers will as well. I'm super excited. But as for now, me and Puku have a nice plate to finish off screen. But you guys know that I'll never lie to you. This chicken is really good. So pay attention, rewind if you have to, and make this for the rest of your family. But as for me and Miss P, it's goodbye for now.
Bye.